The internet is in complete meltdown right now, and everyone is asking the same question. What really happened between Blueface and Chrisean after the birth of their child? What was supposed to be one of the happiest moments in their lives has turned into one of the most talked about celebrity stories online. Fans expected emotions, celebrations, and maybe even a fresh start. Instead, social media exploded with reactions after Blueface publicly addressed the situation and shared his feelings about everything that happened. Within minutes, clips of his comments spread across the internet. Supporters rushed to defend him, critics pushed back, and thousands of people began debating who was right and who was wrong. The controversy quickly became bigger than anyone expected. Meanwhile, Chrisean supporters argued that her focus was on creating a peaceful environment for her newborn and making the decisions she believed were best for her family. Others questioned whether the growing public feud would make it harder for both sides to move forward. As the conversation intensified, entertainment blogs, reaction channels, and fan pages began breaking down every statement, every post, and every response. Old interviews resurfaced, past disagreements were revisited, and the internet became obsessed with uncovering every detail. Now the story has become about more than just one moment.
I hate that I have to speak out, but I had to speak out. Chrisean is a fucking genius. I'm not gonna take that from her. I'm gonna tell you why she's a genius. Because she knows how to manipulate. So she manipulated me to thinking that she was all about me because she was out of desperation, right? So that's why when she got into a position, she kind of tried to discredit everything I did, right? Granted, alright? Because I was confused. I'm like, damn, you used to say so much great things about me. Now I'm responsible for everything but your success. I'm responsible for verbal abuse, financial abuse, this, that, but when it comes to your success, I have nothing to do with it. Okay, that's strange. But the pregnancy is what really made me realize, because I have 2 kids.
It has become a debate about relationships, responsibility, communication, and what happens when personal conflicts play out in front of millions of people. And just when fans thought they had heard everything, new reactions started pouring in, creating even more questions about what could happen next. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and the latest developments have everyone talking. The internet is in complete meltdown right now, and one of the most talked about celebrities.
I've been into labor rooms. When someone is in labor, it's cool. It's out of the blue. No female is planning to go in labor, right? I have 2 kids. I know this. You can't tell me otherwise. Chrisean planned her labor. She didn't coincidentally go to Baltimore and her water broke and she just went somewhere and had the baby. You know how I know this? Because certain hospitals don't let you film because of their own rules and, whatever they got going on. Chrisean went to a place prior when she was on baddies in Baltimore. She found a place prior that she could record this birth at. So, stay with me. It's all attention-based.
Stories has taken another dramatic turn. What should have been a joyful and emotional milestone quickly became the center of a massive online debate after Blueface publicly addressed the birth of Chrisean's son and shared his thoughts about the situation. For weeks, fans had been closely following every update. Many people were focused on Chrisean's pregnancy journey and wondering how things would unfold when the baby finally arrived. When news broke that she had given birth, social media immediately erupted with congratulations, reactions, and endless speculation about what would happen next. But it didn't take long for attention to shift from the birth itself to the ongoing tension between Chrisean and Blueface. According to Chrisean's public statements, she wanted to handle the birth on her own terms and surround herself with the people she trusted. She made it clear that her focus was on her child and creating a positive environment during one of the most important moments of her life. Her supporters praised her for putting her newborn first and protecting her peace.
Chrisean has done everything up to this far for attention. She's manipulating all of us. And the only reason I'm now waking up and realizing it because I have kids, so I know how this situation goes. So now that 2 and 2 aren't going together, it makes sense, right? Chrisean flew to Baltimore with a hospital that she already knew she could film at. She flew there medically induced. She let us know before the baby was coming that it was coming. 4 weeks before the due date, right? So if your due date is September 23rd, why are you letting us know that the baby's coming a week before September? You letting us know in August. How do you know that? This is your first child. You're inexperienced. Okay, I get it. Another thing. She knows that it's gonna be a big deal. For example, why do you think before Chrisean goes live and she cries and says that I'm a terrible guy, her makeup's done, her jewelry's on, her nails are done, everything is pre-planned? That's the genius part about it. Her fame, her claim to fame is sympathy. And who's going to deny that? If it's evident, if it's in your face. Right? That's the manipulation. So now I'm like, damn, I didn't let this bitch get me. Man, I'm just... The baby ain't got my name. I ain't signed no paper. She had the baby in Baltimore. It's not in California, so there's no... schoolyard. I'm good. Dead homies. Oh, the dead homies. The bitch planned it out so much for herself, selfishly inclined, that she didn't even take into consideration the laws. But damn, I took that DNA test. That's the only thing that might, like, you feel me? It's the only thing that might put me in the bag. Because I know what y'all think. Y'all think, oh, she's good right now, you know, she's going to be okay. Y'all not thinking about 10 years from now when she done, you know, when she done did something too crazy. Like, I'm thinking about that type of shit. Like, I'm already put up and, like, invested in shit that's going 10 years from now, y'all, I'll never be broke, you feel me? She just now in the beginning stages of getting the money, so it don't really mean nothing to her. So it's like, you feel me? Y'all not being realistic on here. That's cool, I understand that, but I'm just venting, you feel me? Fuck, let me know. Y'all think the DNA test is gonna, like if the baby turned 10 and she go broke, I think she can come after me?
However, the conversation took another turn when Blueface began speaking publicly about the situation. During a live stream, he expressed frustration and shared his perspective on everything that had happened. Clips from that live stream spread across social media at lightning speed. Within hours, millions of people were debating his comments, analyzing every statement and choosing sides. Some viewers believed Blueface was simply expressing hurt and disappointment. Others felt his comments only added more controversy to an already emotional situation. No matter where people stood, one thing became clear. The internet could not stop talking about it. As the clips continued circulating online, fan pages began posting reactions. Entertainment blogs published headlines. Commentary channels uploaded breakdown videos. Every platform seemed flooded with discussions about the ongoing drama. What made the situation even more intense was the complicated history between the two stars. This wasn't a disagreement that appeared overnight. Fans have watched their relationship go through countless ups and downs over the years. Arguments, reconciliations, emotional moments, and public disputes have all played out in front of millions of viewers. Because of that history, every new development immediately attracted attention. Many supporters of Chrisean pointed to previous conflicts and argued that her decisions made sense considering everything she had experienced. Others felt that both sides shared responsibility for the ongoing tension. The discussions became so heated that comment sections looked like battlefields. One group argued that Chrisean deserved complete control over how she handled the birth experience. Another group argued that Blueface had every right to express how he felt about being excluded. Meanwhile, many observers simply watched the chaos unfold and wondered whether the situation would ever calm down. As public interest continued growing, older interviews and past social media posts began resurfacing. Fans revisited previous moments from their relationship, searching for clues and context that might explain how things reached this point. The more people looked back, the more divided opinions became. Some believed the birth marked the beginning of a completely new chapter. Others believed it was simply another chapter in a story that has already generated countless headlines. What nobody expected was how quickly the conversation would dominate social media. Trending topics exploded overnight. Reaction videos collected massive numbers of views. Influencers shared opinions. Fans created lengthy discussion threads analyzing every detail. The story became impossible to ignore. Adding even more fuel to the discussion were questions about what happens next. Would both sides eventually find common ground? Would future conversations become more positive? Or would public disagreements continue creating headlines for months to come? At the moment, nobody knows the answer. What we do know is that both Blueface and Chrisean continue attracting enormous public attention. Every statement generates reactions. Every social media post creates discussions. Every update becomes breaking news for thousands of fans who have followed their story from the beginning. The emotional investment from supporters remains incredibly strong. Some fans hope the situation eventually becomes less public and more focused on the child. Others believe the drama is far from over and expect even more developments in the future. Regardless of personal opinions, there is no denying that this story has captured the attention of millions. And perhaps that is why every new update spreads so quickly.
People are invested.
People are curious. People want answers. Most importantly, people want to know what happens next. As social media continues reacting to every development, the spotlight remains firmly fixed on both Blueface and Chrisean. The conversations show no signs of slowing down, and the public remains eager for the next chapter. For now, supporters on both sides continue sharing their opinions while waiting to see how the situation evolves. Some are calling for peace. Some are demanding accountability. Others simply hope that everyone involved can move forward in a positive direction. One thing is certain. The birth of Chrisean's son became much more than a personal milestone. It became one of the biggest celebrity discussions online, generating endless debate and keeping fans glued to their screens. And if recent events have proven anything, it is that this story can change at any moment. A single post, a single live stream, a single comment, any one of those things could completely shift the conversation again. That is exactly why millions of people continue watching, discussing, and waiting for the next update. Because in the world of celebrity news, the biggest twist is often the one nobody sees coming. So, what do you think about this entire situation? Was Blueface justified in speaking out publicly, or do you believe Chrisean had every right to handle the birth of her child the way she wanted? This story has divided the internet, and everyone seems to have a different opinion. Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we want to hear your perspective. The conversations around this story are getting bigger every day, and your voice deserves to be part of the discussion. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more updates on the biggest celebrity stories making headlines, make sure you hit that like button right now. It helps the channel grow and lets us continue bringing you the latest entertainment news, viral moments, and trending celebrity drama. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. The celebrity world moves fast, and major updates can happen at any moment. You never know when the next shocking headline will drop. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel, and stay tuned because the next update on this story could change everything.